Hey guys, welcome back to class. For those that are new and are tuning in, feel free to subscribe. The class watermark logo is on the bottom left-hand corner. For those that want to know when I have new content actually coming out every month, feel free to follow me on Twitter at brycon_raw, as well as Instagram at brycon_raw. I follow back, feel free, and of course, stay tuned. Cheers. Alright guys, so what we've been actually looking at is the little elements that make charisma. Of course, it's presence and magnetism. And of course, this is a balance between both. Presence is the ability to understand, observe, and control your emotions, thoughts, and reactions. Now, magnetism is the ability to influence this through your thoughts, words, actions, and emotions that you project within your atmosphere. Sexual energy is something that is inevitable. We all have it, no matter what. As humans, we are social, sexual beings. So this is something that we often repress. Now, what most oftentimes happens when we're flirting, when we see someone, we're aroused and we're filled with emotions. Now, of course, this also happens when we're actually having sex. Now, rejection is the state that man is usually in. And this is an observable fact because most oftentimes what happens is that men will create an opportunity for courtship and fails and is sexually repressed. Now, as I've found within my criminology background, a lot of what occurs within crime is that a lot of these individuals are sexually repressed or are repressed within the social economic matters. For the most part, it actually happens because there's too much testosterone and they can't control their emotions. Now, what we're looking at is how society actually sets up every advertisement or, anything that will catch our attention as a sexual reaction. So this is actually stimulating us sexually. Of course, we'll see an advertisement as we're walking down the mall for perfume, lingerie, and we feel like we need to get that because it gives us sexual energy. And this is something that has been repressed throughout years. Now, for women, of course, specifically, this has been a problem because what we do is oppress women for their sexuality. Now, we have the makeup industry that has made billions and billions of dollars, but we also have individuals that have the ability to not wear makeup and still emanate this sexual potency, as well as men that, can dress sharp and others that don't and still create the same aura of sexual energy. Now, of course, just like you would be in the presence of someone that is basically pessimistic or mad or sad, you feel that and you feel the same thing. So there's no reason why you can't feel sexual around someone that is sexual as well. Of course, through Freudian theory, we've seen that throughout our developmental stages of our anal, oral, and phallic, again, kind of going back into the first two chakras that Eastern philosophy has, basically stated that are so important, such as the root and the sacral chakra, the anal and phallic phase, we see that a lot of neuroticism or sexual deviancy comes from these stages, and we repress it. Now, what we're doing is creating a platform for us to actually express ourselves sexually. So first we have to understand what we're feeling for us to develop it. And of course you'll feel the sexual energy and you can identify it and you want to express it. Anytime that we don't let it express itself, we feel awkward, we feel shy, we don't know what to say, and it makes us very anxious to be around the person that we're trying to communicate our sexual energy. This is called sexual magnetism, the ability to project this sexual essence. Of course, what we see most oftentimes is that men will do the same thing, but they hide their intentions, just like a woman would. Now, we would be more particular in trying to understand this as we're going through our daily lives, because what we can do is create an essence that is 24/7, or we can do a more laser focused particularism within any context. Of course, it could just be one person that we're completely attracted to and they feel our sexual essence. We have the ability to do that. Now, of course, as we've seen in the last video that I had, we will have some tips to create this sexual magnetism. So I hope this actually gave you a nice foundation and a good knowledge about what sexual magnetism and sexual energy is. All right, guys, so I'm out and about what I just talked about. Peace.